Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed, another brand new day where birds are singing because even though it's February, it's spring weather. So, thumbs up for that. I mean, it might snow. I think we had snow in March the year before or last year or something like that. So, who knows? I don't. But such is life. Now, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I mentioned how yesterday I get really nervous when I've got appointments, whether it be something as simple as making a phone call or going to lunch with a friend or recording a video with an online friend or going to an actual appointment. Anything, the closer I get to the time, the more nervous and anxious I get. Well, yesterday I was going to record with Russian timing, Near. He was going to show me how to do things in Near better and more efficiently and such like that, and we were going to do it at noon. So closer we got to noon, the more anxious I was getting, the more nervous I was getting. No reason to, but that's just what happened. So I loaded up everything and started to record and then had to stop and then went over and tried to figure stuff out, and then we finally managed to connect. We finally got our two systems to connect because for whatever reason we could not join any games together. Even in a 10-second spot that was the only thing that I could use from that beginning stuff, I laughed at myself saying, this is what you get for not doing your research. Because we didn't even know you can't do voice chat in the game Near. There's no voice chat. All you can do is I call them emojis in game, but they're emotes. You know, it's you click one of 4 buttons and your character does one of 4 actions, and that's it. That is the only way to communicate in game. Nothing else. One of 4 emotes. So after we figured that out, we had to try and figure out how to talk. Now, all my life, I have been the kind of person where a road bump is a stop sign. Is that right or wrong? Well, of course it's not a right idea. And of course I've got 2 cameras, so I've got to make sure I'm centered. Of course that's not the way to do it. And I realized that after being told this is what you're doing, and then realizing that, yeah, that's what I'm doing. A road bump is a stop sign, and I turn around and walk away. This was a whole bunch of road bumps. Not stop signs, but still, my mind was just taking that stop sign and going wham, 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 wham the entire time. My anxiety level was through the roof. I had to go and calm down while Russian timing figured out what to do. And then we managed to connect on Discord, talk on Discord, go to the game. So Discord was still working and we were able to chat through Discord while the game was running. And so we were able to talk that way. And it took like an hour and a half, 2 hours of work, but you know, when you don't do your research beforehand, that's the sort of thing that's going to happen. But it worked out. We recorded for an hour and a half before I had to say, it's about time for me to cut this one. You know, I can only do any sustained thing for about an hour and a half before either I'm going to be anxious because I've been doing this for a long time, or I'm going to just sometimes, well, depending on the game, after an hour and a half, I'll be bored with that game. Or I'll be, anxious because I've been playing it for a long time and I don't like doing just one thing for a long time. Or, in this particular case, a combination of those two, along with the anxiety of the first time having a big meeting with somebody new. Now, it was a great recording time. I had a blast. There were no issues, but it was still something new, along with the anxieties, along with I've been doing this for an hour and a half now, I'm getting anxious because doing anything for any amount of time just makes me anxious. I'm not quite sure yet why, but recognizing why your body does stuff is part of recognizing, why you react to things the way you do. So we had a good hour and a half recording, and it was great. I want to make it a regular thing and not just that game. I want to do multiplayer with lots of people, so definitely a thumbs up. And I learned a lot. One thing is I'm a keyboard and mouse player. I mean, from the very beginning, I've always been a keyboarder, where when I was growing up, the kind of games that you played, I played role-playing games, where each key on the keyboard was a specific command. So you played Ultima, which I bet nobody knows of even anymore, but there was a role-playing game in the beginning, top-down view, but each key did something depending on where it was. E for enter a city, or B to get into your boat, so there was all these keys of actions you could do. I've just been a keyboarder my whole life. I played Doom, the original Doom, on a keyboard, no mouse, because my system couldn't do a mouse and the game at the same time. This is back in the day. So I grew up playing Doom on a keyboard, and I did pretty good. So nowadays, my whole body this is my keyboard hand, this is my mouse hand, they're spread apart. I mean, I could literally play any game with my hands in any position because my fingers do this, and this hand does this for movement. It doesn't matter where they are. And so a controller where you're chunk and you're stuck in just the one thing, where your hands are in one position and you've just got to manipulate just a few of your digits. I mentioned before how going from PC to console feels like when you're on a PC, it's like you're striding through open space on the surface of a world. And when you're working on a console, you're being shuffled down into tighter, more controlled spaces. And for me, a controller just feels claustrophobic. I'm used to the freedom of being able to do a lot of things with this hand and move quickly and zip and zoom to do stuff to look. And this hand is used to just to get to be able to see and do things. So when it's chunk, clunk, okay, I'm moving around, and okay, tick, tick, thunk, click, thunk, that just feels tight and claustrophobic, and I don't like it. I understand that I also need to get over that because I gotta keep flicking between cameras. There are so many advantages to at least playing Astroneer with a controller. Using mouse and keyboard, can't see certain things unless I go digging. With a controller, it snaps to certain things, and you're able to, there's plants that grow, and when they grow, they get research stuff underneath them. With a controller, it just snaps to it, and you can drag it out, and it doesn't dig the plant up, and you can keep going. With a keyboard, you gotta dig that thing up and then grab it, and so you got a pit in the earth, and your plant is dead, and it's just kind of, So I need to get used to playing at least Astroneer with a controller. So, such is life. Last night I did not go walkies. I'm not quite sure why. But I just watched videos and played games, and then I went to bed. So I should have gone walkies. I mean, I made a big talk not that long ago how I really, if I want to keep my body going in good shape, I really need to walk 6. Gosh darn it, what's 7 minus 1? I need to walk 6 days out of 7, because if I only walk 5 days out of 7, that's still a net loss over time. And yet I haven't been able to do that. It's kind of irritating. So hopefully I'll get up and get out and go walkies tonight. I sure hope so. My vehicle is in bad shape. I mean, it's all four tires. One of them's blown out and the others are about to explode. I need a new water pump, the timing belt. I haven't driven it myself in a long time. My housemates are the ones that drive it, and it's just... So it's out of commission for a time until it becomes safe to drive again. Yay! Just with the whole walkies thing that I mentioned. Now I'm checking my list off to the side. Ah, yes. Really, really quick. You know, there's Lil Nas X, who's like really doing good. Good artist. I like his voice. I like what he does. I don't like country, western. I don't like that kind of music, but I like what he does. And when I say I don't like country, western, my parents, that's all they listened to when I grew up. And so you rebel against your parents. I don't like country western, even though there's older stuff like I love Dolly Parton, there's the Statler Brothers, I like Willie Nelson is awesome. I mean, there's country western music I do listen to and enjoy. Excuse me. But on the whole, I don't. It's not my genre. I like people like Dorian Electra and just stuff that's bizarre, or just pure electronic music like old Jean-Michel Jarre. So, thumbs up on that. For whatever reason, though, with the one song he's got, my mind grabbed it, and now it's become a very, very strange song. So hopefully I'm not going to get copyright struck on this one. But now, what I hear when I have this song running in my head is, I don't know the title of the one that the song is from, but you know, you just sing along and just going, I got my penis in this bag, got my penis in this bag, I cut off my penis and I put it in this bag. So right off the bat, you know things aren't good. And then of course the chorus that runs through my head is two versions of I don't understand nothing, I don't understand nothing. And the other lines of, you can't tell me nothing, you can't tell me nothing, 'cause I cut off my penis and I put it in a bag. So, I don't know why and how my brain works, but that's that. Thumbs up. And then of course, I was watching a thing on what's going on in India with the leader of the country there, and I heard something that reminded me of a book series, and I'd wondered about this. The leaders of the country are going through a really, really bad situation of strict religious fundamentalism where it's bad. Their view, though, of how the God-made people of the world was, when God made white people, he was baking us in the oven. And he took white people out of the oven too soon. So we're undercooked. Black people, he left in the oven too long. They burned. And that's why they're so black. But people from India, he took them out of the oven at just the right time. They are the perfect color. That's what they're pushing from the government in India. Thumbs up for that. Now the reason I bring that up is one, that's horrifying, and two, I have read and still would like to get the full run, never will, but it's awesome. There is a book series called The Destroyer by Warren Murphy and Richard Sapir. Started like back in the 60s or 70s. And they were a parody series of men's action novels. But part of it is one of the main characters is a North Korean. And the North Korean person, his view was, yeah, white people, God cooked clay too long, undercooked. Black people, God cooked the clay too long. Indian people, he got close, but it was Koreans, specifically North Koreans, that were done perfectly. So when I found out that that's real, people actually believe that, that it's kind of a shocker and a surprise. But now I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Now, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm reading them later. I'm going to thumbs up each one I do, answer as many as I can, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you for taking the time, expending the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And if I mispronounce a username, I am an American English speaker. We're just not good at that kind of thing, so no disrespect is intended. We have Ali Shabiri. Thank you very much, and here's hoping you feel better. Being sick is awful. Oxta, thank you very, very much. The Sane One, thank you very much. Anakin Skywalker, greatly appreciated. Nancy Mai, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Minnesota Metal Man, thank you very, very much. Stephen Blanchard, thumbs up and thank you. And hopefully I'll get to the nether soon. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. And Russian Timey, that was awesome. We really, really, really do need to make that a regular thing. Colin Reisner, thumbs up and thank you. Wizard of Oz, thumbs up and thank you. Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and thank you. Good to see you in the comments. And we have Jason Richardson. No fear, there's going to be more Vampire Origins coming. Sev S, thank you very much. And then we have Lofty Skinner, greatly appreciated. Ashley Sanchez, thumbs up and thank you. First name, last name. That's the way to do it. Thumbs up. Young Prince, greatly appreciated. Paul T, greatly appreciated. Jose Luis RM, thumbs up. Oh, I can't pronounce this one properly. STO with an accent. SZ. MA with an accent. TE with an accent. I can't pronounce that, but thank you so very, very much. Juan Sotomayor, greatly appreciated. Ethan Vive, greatly appreciated. And Adrian Bryan, good to see you in the comments too. Thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. Ta-da, keep centered. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and it is appreciated so very, very much. I am clinically depressed, and my adult, untreated ADHD makes things difficult. You get me out of my head, into the world. Thank you so very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. Had to think about all those all of a sudden. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you'd like to help support me but don't want to send money to one of those, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be cool. And if you wanted to support me but didn't want to send money, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Now for today, I've got this video. Thumbs up for that. I have the first of 3 parts of the Russian timing co-op adventure in Astroneer, not with Astroneer. That's like, I and Astroneer were playing in Russian timing, and that sounds so wrong. So, Russian timing and I playing Astroneer, first of 3, definitely a thumbs up. And I got another video that I might not even need to record, but I have to because I got stuff for tomorrow. And I should have done a Reddit reading reaction for yesterday, but I didn't, so I got to do that today for tomorrow. Thumbs up for that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And even though I have not changed my sign lately, I'm going to again. And even though I haven't changed that, that is still a good question. Thumbs up.